Hi guys, this is Avinash Sharma, and in this session we will discuss the cast and convert function in SQL Server. Cast and convert function. Both functions are used to convert one data type to another data type. It means you can use both cast and convert function for the same purpose. If you do not use the cast and convert function, then SQL Server tries to change the data using the implicit conversion. As you can see in the syntax, with the cast, then expression, data type and len. This len is in square bracket, it means this is the optional. Otherwise, you can define the length of the data type. Then second, we have the convert. In convert, again data type, then length. Again, this is the optional. Then expression and style. In style, you can define the formatting of the data type. Basically, this is the difference between the cast and convert. Now, we check the actual difference between the cast and the convert function. Cast is an ANSI standard. It means this is a global function and this can be used in any kind of database. But the convert function, it is a specific to the SQL Server. This means only the SQL Server has this function and you can use this convert function in SQL Server only. Then cast generally is used to remove or reduce the formatting. But convert function is more flexible. You can use this convert function for formatting of the say date time, data type and money, then data type. Cast is a more portable function. It means this can be used in many databases. But convert function is more flexible. You can use this convert function for formatting of the say data, time values, traditional numbers and money signifier. Now the question is which function should be used, cast or convert? So it is advisable always use the cast function until unless you have some kind of specific requirement. And there is a reason for using the cast function. Cast function is ANSI SQL compliant. It means this cast function can be used on many databases. Secondly, using the cast function does not have any kind of performance impact on the SQL server. Now we check the demo of the cast and convert function. So we have a table that is the employee. In this table we have say employee ID, date of join, first name, last name, salary and join year. Date of join, the data type of this column is the date time. Up suppose I want to display this date of join in varchar type or text type. Then this is the date time. So I need to convert this date time into varchar. So I can use this cast function for this one. Cast then as varchar. So if I execute this query, so you can see the format changed. And if I use say convert function for the same purpose, then convert and varchar. So if I try both commands, then you can see there is no difference in the output. The format of the date time is the same even you use the cast or convert function. And as we discussed, also we can define the length of the varchar. By default you can skip, but if you want to define say 10, then if we try this one, so in the first result we have the only the 10 characters. It's a varchar. And you can do the same thing in the convert function, say varchar 10. So if we check the both results, now both are the same. Or now suppose I need to display the combination of the first name and the EMP ID in a single column. If I type this one, EMP ID and see, then hyphen. If I type this statement, then I get the error, conversion error. John, this varchar cannot be converted into integer type. So that's why implicit conversion failed. Okay. If I cast EMP ID, say cast EMP ID and say varchar. Now I try this statement. So now you can observe in this column EMP ID hyphen the name. And the same thing we can do with the convert function. Convert varchar. Now, so you can observe the result of both query is the same. Now the next example is, suppose I need to count the number of employees who joined on the same date. It means how many employees joined on the same date. But if I check the data, so I have the date of join and the data type of this column is the date and time. Time with the date. If I create the group for this column, then there would be the 11 group because all values are different. The date is same but the time is different. So if I try this one, then group by date of join. So almost all dates have its own group because of the time different. So what we do now, we can ignore this time. You can observe this date 9/12, 9/12, 9/12. So the date is same but the time is different. So we need to ignore the time. How? We can convert this date time to date. So cast is date. Now if I try this one, now you on the 6th there are 4 employees who joined the same date. So you can see on the 9/12 the 4 employees joined. So the time has been ignored because we converted the date time into the day. Okay, and we can do the same thing with the convert function. Say rather than cast, convert and date. So if I try this one, convert, then the result is the same. Now we check the specific requirement or specific formatting where we can use only the convert, not the cast. So we have the data and this is the year, date and date of join, but we need to display this date in different format. Say mm/ddyy or yy then dot mmdd. So these are the some codes. So you can check all these codes on the internet, but I've taken some of them. If I type this 81, so it will display only the time. If I type this 101, so the date would be in this format. Now, first of all, I check 8. This is the style, third parameter optional. If I type this one, then you can see only the time is displayed. If I try say 101, then 101. That is the mm/ddyy. If I try this one, so this is the format. If I try say 102, then this is the format year dot month dot date. And 103, it's a British format, means Indian format. If I 103, date, month and year. So this is how you can use the cast and convert function. So guys, this was all about the cast and convert function in SQL Server. Thanks for watching the video.